I have so much iron and stuff right now. Let's just make another locker. If in doubt, make another locker. And put all the basic materials in there. Unfortunately, I can't put a base underwater to get unlimited oxygen, but I do at least have the canisters, so there's that. I'll collect some more of the iridium over here, too. It's buried still, looks like. Yeah, there's like one random one under there. Oh, whatever. We should go hunting other islands as well, actually, because then we might get more resources from clams and stuff. I shouldn't tunnel vision too much on just the places I've been to. I should go looking for others. I thought there was more iridium over here. They did come a slightly different way. Then we'll call down more asteroids at some point. I want another aluminium to be able to make the tier 2 crafting station again. Because I want to be able to turn all of these iridium into rods, rather than just taking up lots of space as the raw ore. But maybe I also just make rooms full of tier 2 heaters for now. Quite a few actually came down, it turns out. Yeah, I have like 2 canisters on me. I did buy one, yes, went through Prime Life Cookieless. I did not go through well, I did go through Cookieless because I didn't actually use them. But I did try it out. It's like, oh, I can get a cooking station, and oh, I can get wheat and cocoa, and I can try and cook them and turn them into cookies and trade them back, and maybe it'll work out better. And then I saw how little you got from everything. The trading system is so stupid that you get nothing from your efforts. It's not very rewarding at all. Did not make me want to engage with it. It would take forever to trade back enough cookies in order to be able to... And the fact the cake wasn't even worth anything. And you needed, was it 6 of everything pretty much? Or like multiples of 3 or 6, I forget which. But the farm grows them in multiples of 5? It's just everything about it was so awkward. So I turned my farms into bean farms instead and just made superfood because why not? You had to make at least one cookie, exactly. You got the cookie. I don't know why they made the achievement the cookie, though, because they had a cake. That should have been the thing to make. And then you should have been able to trade it for, like, 100 tokens or something, right? Yeah, even the fusion ones was rubbish, yeah. The fusion cells weren't even worth it in my mind, because you also had to put more stuff into them. Oh, we have coral now. Nice. It's a good start. Can we get more clams, please? I can make tier 2 lockers now, too. I should do that. But, I've got all this extra iron to use anyway, so... what is it for tier 2 heaters? It's just, like, so wasteful. Not even tier 2s need aluminium. That's so bad. Okay, yeah, tier 4 is... I need the explosive powder, but at least I don't need aluminium. We want to send up more rockets now. Mostly just to boost things. I don't need uranium. But if we send up 2 more of those, and then find... Where's the silicon gone? There. Let's send up another rocket. Double our heat boost. So we want more super alloy rods. So we're just going to fire this off. We're not going to go around collecting anything yet. So that boosts our pressure again. And then we're just going to go flying over to the Phosphorus Island. At this point, I don't even really care about the iridium, quite frankly. Like, I can always call down more in the future. I have enough stuff to make more rocket engines anyway at the moment. 100 fields of wheat and cocoa and let drones deal with them? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if you really maximized it, if you went big on it. But I couldn't be bothered going big on it. It just didn't feel worth it. And then the portals paid off, exactly. That's the other thing, is like, you feel like you have to drudge your way through the trading mechanic, and then you just find 5,000 Terra tokens in a locker somewhere. It's like, okay, why am I bothering? Let's deconstruct that. Even the green clam only gave me just the same things. Just gave me the phosphorus and superalloy. That's rude. What am I looking for here? Well, more superalloy, inevitably. There's another green clam. Genetic traits, not very interesting. And superalloy, useless, given that I'm getting that from the clam anyway. Oh well. There's some more here. Aluminium, good. More aluminium, good. Can we just make aluminium a guaranteed drop from clams, please? That would be nice. More fish eggs. Alright, well I can't make more fish farms yet, so that's a moot point, but... maybe we can make a tier 2 aquarium or something instead, because then we could put 3 fish eggs in those. What would that need? That needs tier 2 fertilizer though. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Superalloy rods, good. Some more superalloy and rods. It'll be handy to be able to make, speaking of, more drills. We're almost full again. Alright. More clams down there. Let's go back up to our safety base, fill up on oxygen, turn around, go straight back home again. Because we're already full. Okay, we can fit one more. Oh, we have more earthquake going on. Okay, another island. Just the one looks like. On oxygen. So an island to the south now as well. Is it another phosphorus island, or do we have the sulfur yet? Well, that's a big one. Okay. It's an interesting way of expanding the area. Instead of, like, terraformation changing things, growing things, draining things, because it's all flooded already, it's a case of, yep, we're just going to have landmass pop up out of the ocean. I guess technically you could scout it out in advance, but maybe it's buried under the seafloor so that you can't come across it prematurely. That's how I'd do it. Cloth at 2k rock. Yeah, cloth was what I did. I did cloth and superfood, so I did bean farms and tier 2 bee hives to get lots of honey for making the high quality food, and use drones to collect that and auto crafters and stuff. So that kind of worked out eventually. Okay, we have another 2 superalloy rod. That means that we can make another big drill. Excellent. At what point am I going to run out of power? And have another lot of eggplant seeds? The only seeds I'm getting is eggplant seeds though, which is a bit annoying. But at the same time, those are the things that are the most useful for me right now in order to be able to make fertilizer. So, but I do also want squash seeds, so then I can make the tier 2 fertilizer eventually. That's all I need to make fertilizer. 1 fertilizer. If you're ready. You're not ready yet. Still, 88%. Ugh. The tier 1 algae takes so long. So bad. Alright, fine. Chromosomes for some reason. Yeah, genetic traits. That's so weird. Lerma seeds can't be used just at the moment either. They're good for like grass spreaders, I guess? What do I need for grass spreaders actually? That's a good point. Aluminium. Of course. Of course I need aluminium. I don't for flower spreaders, interestingly, but I do need fertilizer. But then that's kind of nothing compared to the oxygen and plants I'm getting just from the tree spreader anyway. So the tier 2 aquarium is what I really want to use the fertilizer on. So I want to make tier 1 fertilizer first, and then tier 2 fertilizer is going to need... Oh, I need gas for that though, don't I? Yeah, I need methane. Okay, gas extractor. What do I need for a gas extractor again? I can just make one of those, looks like. Good. Okay, and it's not even that different to get a tier 2, so I can get just what I need. Good. Okay. And, superalloy. Oh, I need a drink. Oops. Up. Bollocks. Yeah. This is why I don't run on, like, hardcore or anything. I can drink from the frickin' ocean and I still forgot. That's how bad it is for me. Oops. Death 1 on this planet. Far from the first one I've taken in this game, though. This is why I don't play hardcore. Or like the one where you lose everything in your inventory when you die. Because that's just so punishing. What are we at? Okay, yes, we got to corals and then we're on to seismic shocks. Okay. So they get worse. Interesting. Yeah, heat is nothing. Pressure is our best, that's for sure. Yeah, aluminium is definitely the thing that is most in demand. It would be nice if... Yeah, I feel clams should give guaranteed aluminium. Would be nice. And then the super alloy when you deconstruct them. I don't think it will be busted because it's a one-time thing, right? They only grow once. They don't, like, perpetually give you more. So I don't think it would be that busted. I think it would be fine. Right, tier 1 fertilizer. Good start. Then tier 2, I just need the methane. Okay, and that shouldn't take too long. So we've almost got tier 2 fertilizer. And that means that we can make a tier 2 aquarium. Because I've still got one spare circuit board. And I've got plenty of the phytoplankton. I think I've got one of each. I can always swap things around. Yeah, I've got one of each. Multiple. You make more use of our other fish eggs. And actually we could swap our... A fish farm does do the best, I think. Because that's giving me, what, 4.3 kilograms? Well, just by the numbers, we've got 65 versus 290. Yeah, there's no competition at all. Yeah, there's no way that this gives better oxygen, but that's it. Everything else is better with the fish. Makes sense because they're out in the wild. If I could grow mushrooms or gather bioplastic nuggets somewhere, I would be a happy man, and that would be so much easier. And then we can make lots of fish farms and just be free and merry. I'm just waiting. Really? I'm just waiting for methane. 80 seconds. There we go, got 2 of them. Just had to vamp for long enough. Tier 2. And then we want our other circuit boards. Oh, we need more superalloy rods, which we don't have, because we've been using those in the big drills. I could make them if I had a tier 2 crafting, but I don't, because I don't have enough aluminium for that either. I should have kept one. And then just one of each of the phytoplankton. Well, you know what I can potentially do is if we take one of each of the phytoplankton, so we've got A, B, and C. So we've got everything we need except the superalloy rod. We can gamble on finding a superalloy rod. And then we'll also take with us silicon, titanium. Oh, hang on. I've got 3 aluminium in here. Alright. Didn't realize I had excess. That means I can make another tier 2 crafting station. So let's just stick this... can I put it in like the corner over here or something? Yeah, it's pretty out of the way there. So I want iridium rods and I also want super alloy rods. Because I have some extra. So I don't think I'll be able to connect this off the side here because it'll clip into the ground too much. Oh, maybe I can. Can I just slap this on here? Yes, I can. Okay, yes, it's clipping through the ground a bit, but apparently that doesn't matter. Perfect. Yes, it's not as good as fish farms, but until I can make more of them, it at least gives me a way to boost things. So this is 2 kilos of animals. So yeah, not as good, but it's something. It's not nothing, and that's what matters more. Now, we do have a new island to explore, but at the same time, I'm inclined to go back to Phosphorus Isle first and just clear it. I want to find more clams, ideally. More superalloy rods, because if I can get... I've still got some osmium rods, so if I can get more superalloy rods, then I can just make more of those big drills. I saw another green clam and a little alcove over here. Clam. Oh, superalloy rod. And another mushroom. That means I have enough to make a bioplastic nugget. So that's useful. Yeah, from super alloys being really scarce, they are really not a problem now. This is where I wish that I could put a resource extractor down though. Oh, good, more aluminium. So another resource extractor would be good to be able to pull. And I feel you should be able to do that. I should be able to put down a basic ore extractor to get super alloy off this island, and then have the robot harvester getting the phosphorus, right? Doesn't that make sense? I think it makes sense. Oh, there's a cave down here. Alright. Let me pick you up, please. Thank you. I do have an oxygen canister on me. But I can probably also make it... Oh, is this just the golden clam bit? Yeah, it is. Okay, golden clam, cosmic quartz area. Alright, let's just boost up to our base rather than expending our oxygen capsule. Where is it? Yeah, not the best place for it. It's pretty inaccessible. I don't even have a window, so I can't even appreciate the view. But never mind. Where was I? Over here somewhere? Down here? Yes, golden clam. Which I'm gonna guess just gives me exactly the same as everything else. It gave me an aluminium when I deconstructed it. Take note. That would have been nice for the other clams as well. Like, if they weren't gonna be guaranteed drops of aluminium inside, at least give it to me when I deconstruct them. Okay, a couple of clams over here as well. Algae, I mean, that makes sense. Oh, another bioplastic nugget. Straight up. Good. And then we're almost full again. And we're still not finished with this island. Not completely. There's still a few bits that I haven't been to. Like, I haven't been around the left-hand side yet, I don't think. I guess that's kind of where I am now, and there's not much. Oh, this whole back side here, in fact. Oh, there's another super yellow rod up there. So there's going to be frogs, so I want to come back here later for sure. We could just drop a normal super alloy. What have you got? Ooh, the aluminium's good. Let's just drop the lerma seed, pick up the aluminium, drop the aluminium, pick up the lerma seed and put it in there. Don't care about blazar quartz. I'm going to run into trouble if I hit my power cap though, because I can't make another fusion generator easily. I can make tons of tier 1 solar panels, so I could just set up some foundation somewhere and just cover an entire island atoll with tier 1 solar panels. Right, so I think, did I have... Yeah, I've even got some osmium rods on me. So I can just straight away go tier 5 drill. Somewhere. Right here, in fact. There we go. It's a bit hard with the trees and the coral around now. And in fact, a second one. Nice. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, I think now. Nice. And in fact, I could make another super alloy rod to be able to put down a 7th. I never put down my blueprint screen again. I should do that. Don't really care about keeping it though necessarily, because yeah, we're not really seeing much. Next thing is outdoor farm though. Ooh, okay. Okay, and how do we make tier 3 fertilizer? Is it just tier 2 and phosphorus? I hope so. It is! Okay, good. So... but we'd have to deconstruct our fish, our aquarium for that. Well, I mean, we're expecting to make more. But first we need more sulfur. So... we're 2/3 of the way to seismic shocks, so that's good. I mean, we are making steady progress, right? I mean, it helps that we had some high-tier stuff when we first got here. Now, I want the energy levels screen. Okay, we've still got about 3 kilowatts available. Good. So let's put another one down and make it 7. There we go. Lovely. And we've probably got enough to make another one if we want to. Like, it's not the greatest use of aluminium, but it will help me ramp. So we need to get to 7 TTI for this one, not just like 4 or 5. Which is quite a lot. Oh, there was a bit of green. There we go. If we're able to put down a machine optimizer and have like 3 pressure fuses at some point, then that's going to be insane. But we'd need a trade rocket for that, and we do not have the circuits. Let's see if the algae is grown again. No, 70%. Okay, yeah, that's going to take forever. Second one of those is... Oh, actually, no, not a second one. Upgrading. If we go from that to that, now that we have a second bioplastic nugget, we need fertilizer, so that means we... Yeah, so we turn the eggplant into fertilizer, basically. Well, for that we need some sulfur, and apparently sulfur was over here? Is it the one that just popped up? No. We've got asteroids, hopefully they give me some more... So that was phosphorus. There was a sulfur island, I thought. Was it further west? East, sorry. This is the one that just came up, so that's another phosphorus island. That's not useful. Oh, you can even see the asteroids coming in, that's funny. Yeah, and watch them all go out to sea where it's useless. So where was the sulfur? I'm sure I remember seeing some sulfur. Oh, there. Yeah, okay, so that's a future island, obviously. Okay, so we're a bit hampered until that pops up. We're relying on clam drops. Well, let's go plunder the eastern island first. Actually, you know what? I need the fertilizer more than I need this heat. Let's deconstruct the heater and turn the explosive powder back into sulfur and iridium, because that gives me 2 sulfur. That's, yeah, a much better use for it right now. Because... Oh, we can't quite make it yet, but premature. How long does it actually take? 94%, growth speed, 0.7... I don't know what 0.75 means. Just tell me how many seconds it takes. 83%, okay, so we're still waiting. These asteroids just keep on coming down, don't they? And most of them end up in the sea, which is really annoying. Some drop down here, so 1, 2, and titanium. I want... Good, that's enough iron, and that's the titanium was already there, okay. Any aluminium? That's the only thing I care about. No, I don't see any. Anything over here? I need to at least just quickly scout out to see if there was any. I do have an oxygen canister as well, in case I need anything. Ah, good, aluminium. I don't know why they only fall over this side. It'd be nice if they fell in the middle of the atoll. Oh, yeah, the iridium asteroids. That's right. They were a thing. Let's take these back to base before I go anywhere else, I guess. I'm also going to need... Well, not need, but I'm then going to want to go south to the phosphorus. The new phosphorus area. Ooh, just another couple of aluminium. Good. Love that for me. I do have that oxygen canister, so I guess we go diving into the depths to try and find more of the other wreckage. Just to see if I can get more aluminium. That's pretty much the only thing I care about. Here's all of these impact craters. Oh, more iridium? We'll ignore that for now. We'll come find that later. Oh, you're sparkling. You must be aluminium. Good. Pretty lucky drops out of this one. Oh, we have some, like, grass on the seafloor over here too now. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, and there's some down there as well. Okay, I've got 3 slots left. Does it have to be so deep, though? Oh no, these are just shadows. Okay, never mind. Seriously? Okay, tier 2 outdoor farm. We're going to burn our oxygen canister. And then we'll worry about making another one on the way back. Or once we get back, rather. But that should be enough oxygen to get us back again. I don't know why it's grass over here and then still barren there. That's strange to me. Oh, just a collection of aluminium on the side here. Interesting. Should I just drop something? Actually, I'm just going to drink that water bottle because I collect those from the atmosphere, so don't really care. Alright. I think everything else is just primary resources, so let's just head back. Okay, let's have another high quality food. We have a lot of aluminium now. That was really good. Oh, and we've got seismic shocks happening now. With no sound, for some reason. We've gone deaf, apparently. So that's odd. Oh, that'll be the Sulfur Island now, right? If we look on here. Is that over here? Maybe. Yes. Okay, good. That's a big landmass. Okay. That's huge. Alright. Let's go put our... Oh, it's got the big pillars and stuff too. See, I like the mechanism they're using of like these earthquakes causing upheaval and making islands come up. But that structure forcing up from the seafloor because of an earthquake makes no sense. These sorts of things only appear from lots of erosion. If the seismic shock was enough to force it up from the seabed, these would topple. They would not survive. No way would that have come up as it did. So I appreciate it, but at the same time it's a bit silly at that point. Never mind. Let's just make some more rods. Why not? Now, what did I need for the robot? The harvester? Super alloy rod. I don't think I have any of those available at the moment. So we can do that. We can check out algae here. These should be done. Yes, good. That's enough for 2 more fertilizer. I forget what we were going to use that for. Other than to make tier 3 fertilizer at some point. Well, we can make, if we get another, I've got a silicon on me, so that's fine. We'll just use that. So we have 2 of those. Yeah, because we were thinking, oh, I'll be able to upgrade. Oh, I can, because I need tier 1 fertilizer for that. Okay, so I can upgrade the algae generator. So that's kind of nice, because this is so slow. Let's turn a tier 1 into a tier 2. Let's grab the fertilizer back out again. So at least we'll get algae quicker. It's something, I suppose. That I can start making. I can make a tier 2 biodome. So I need 1 more tier 1 fertilizer, which means I do need the sulfur. So either way, there's this little atoll here is our stepping stone. Yeah, we definitely needed to have like at least a water skimmer, but preferably like a little submersible, like a little sea moth or something. We should have got that really early on to be able to navigate around. So there's the other phosphorus island. We still haven't scouted that one yet either. And then there's the sulfur island that's just popped up. And here's our intermediary atoll, where there's plenty of other clams. We don't even need to put down a safety base here at the moment, because our oxygen is actually lasting plenty of time. We also don't really need to clear out all of the clams and stuff from here if they're not giving me useful stuff. So maybe we should be mindful of that too. Like, what I just picked up is lovely, but it's not useful. And oh, okay. Cosmic quartz, on the other hand, that's pretty useful. Okay. Maybe we do just clean everything out and drop things back at our main base. If we put a safety base anywhere, it'll be on the far side of the island, I think. Because I'm not going to have any reason to stop along the way, really, in future. Like, if I can make it this far anyway, then that's kind of fine. So let's put a living department down here with a door and get our oxygen back. More iron is nice, though. Put a window down, because why not? Also need to have a locker, I think. And we can stash just like phosphorus and stuff. Things that we're not sure we really care about can go in a locker in here for now. So, phosphorus. In fact, just everything, really, can just go in here for now. We should make another oxygen canister too, just in case. I also didn't bring any food with me, so I'm going to have to be mindful of that. Oh, okay, never mind, I just found an eggplant. Cool. Which, yes, is useful for fertilizer, but also I grow it, so it doesn't matter that much. Another bioplastic nugget's good, though. We need a iron and silicon to make a tier 1 crafting station as well. You could theoretically put down anywhere if you exploit things a little bit, but okay, let's do that. Alright, and let's grab up more safety-based materials as well to be able to put down a base over on the Sulfur Island. Just in case there is not primary resources, because we almost got caught out on the first phosphorus island like that. So if we take enough to make a base, or yeah, base, a door, and a locker. Hydration, let's not make the same mistake again. Okay, that's enough. Let's head over here. Yeah, this bit is too improbable for my liking. I don't mind this northern bit. I don't agree with this southern bit. That makes no sense to me. I wonder how you even get up there. I mean, I can jetpack boost up, or I can build foundations or whatever. It's not going to be a problem, but I assume there's a way that I'm meant to get up there. There's like glowworms underneath. That's funny. So, rock pools, first of all. So I guess the idea is it's a thermal area. That's why it's a different color. That's why there's some steam, and that's why I get sulfur. Another mushroom. Nice. Nice. So where's a good place to put a base? Probably up the hill a little bit, because we're also going to be staging up to the next area. More eggplant seeds. Can you give me some beans or mushrooms, please? Actually, squash preferably, because A, squash gives me 40 food, which is more than eggplants, and 2, that lets me make tier 2 fertilizer. I cannot make tier 2 fertilizer without squash. Well, let's put our base down up here anyway. It's kind of far, but I mean, it was far enough. Oh, I had enough oxygen to get all the way over here from the other island, so I shouldn't get too caught short. Now, has there been primary resources? I have not noticed. I think no. Green clam. That doesn't give me anything special though. There's some loose sulfur. So we'll be able to take some back immediately. Probably another golden clam around here too somewhere. Probably in here. Nope. Just normal clams. Okay, well, let's go clear out our inventory first. And also put down our gathering robot. So you can start gathering. Oh, wait, what? You don't gather sulfur from here. There's sulfur loose on the ground, but you apparently don't gather it from here. Okay. Okay, game. Whatever. So, I guess it was further north. Okay, so not here, further down. That's so stupid, because there's loose pulsar quartz. Okay, pulsar quartz and a silkworm. That's a very interesting combination. The fact there's loose sulfur on the ground, and yet the harvester robot does not gather it. What the? Okay, well, let's put you down here then, and see if that works. Yes, okay. I mean, I can gather it for now anyway, manually. But that's my long-term sulfur strategy. See what else there is up here. And I was right as well that there's no other primary resources, so definitely needed the safety base, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. I do have an oxygen canister, good. Wait. Crash satellite, okay, interesting. So much for no human traces. Poster J. Animal effigy, okay. Sure. I can't deconstruct the satellite, can I? Interesting. Okay, so no human settlement evidence, but we do have some other stuff. Okay. Let's go back to our base before we go around the second half. Yes, we have an oxygen canister, but we can't find cobalt to replace it, and I'd rather not expend it straight away. Alright, let's drop some stuff off in here at least. I needed to bring materials for more containers, it seems. And let's just put this poster up here. Carachnid. Coastal creature, loves watery places. So I'm guessing this is going to be a wild creature at some point on this planet. We'll take the effigy back. We'll take the poster back as well, why not? We have plant seeds, but growing them is going to be a problem. I'll take back the mushrooms and the bioplastic nuggets and bacteria sample. Obsidian is not very useful. Alright, I think we just head straight back to base now. Our inventory is pretty full. Ramping up is going to be difficult unless we just ramp up on pressure. Because we've got the big drills, so we can at least ramp up on pressure. Anything else is tough on this planet. Well, put it this way. Anything else is tough on this planet unless we just full new game plus it and just go back to our previous planet again and just use that to our advantage. Because you could. Like, if you just jump back to Humble and get more stuff, like basically do an inventory of, okay, what do we need? Or just deconstruct a bunch of stuff. Like if I just went back, deconstructed another 4 tree spreaders and the machine optimizer and just plonk them down here, things are going to ramp pretty quickly. But that feels a little bit cheesy. It's a bit on the nose. It's a bit of a balance, really. Like, we used our New Game Plus abilities to get started, so we have some trees. We managed to ramp a little bit early game, which is nice. It's a case of how much do we stretch that? And just my personal game style is that I don't want to stretch that too much. Which is probably stupid of me, really. Like, I shouldn't be precious about it, I should just go full send. But I don't want to. Like, this is a challenge, really. It's more of a challenge run, where we got here. Now, how can we make it work for us? Oh, can we make another silk generator? We can, okay. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Let's have 2 of these. Not that I'm really using even the one that I've got to its fullest potential, but whatever. Oh yeah, so we have a fertilizer. What do we need for tier 2 food grower? We can make one, right? Yeah, super ally. Sweet. So that'll be good for beans. Let's get our beans growing over here or something. Excellent. Embrace the cheese. No. Get thee behind me. It's more fun this way, I feel. Or at least it's more challenging. I'm sure I'll get tired of it eventually. But at least for now, I find I'm more inclined to embrace the challenge of what can you do without just going back and forth a lot. I mean, not having squash is annoying. It's already cheesy enough that the clams have stuff that they just shouldn't. We have an effigy that we can put on our desk over here. You're quite large. How about we have you face me? There we go. More asteroids, okay. We could make another fish farm now, actually. That would give us more animals than just the tier 2 aquarium does. Good, because that's 4.3 kilos of animals instead, so that's nice. We need to get a tree bark room. One of the biodomes. What do we need for that? Because once we get more tree bark, then we can start sending up the rockets that use the mutagen and bacteria sample. And we can actually use the lerma seeds too, so we can do plant and oxygen rockets and ramp those. We don't have many things producing them, but we get the multiplier, and that's good. 2 fertilizer, 2 bacteria samples, superalloy, and sulfur. Okay, so I need to go fetch some more sulfur. That's fine, we can do that. A lot of iridium rods right now, which we can also use for more rockets. And amusingly enough, the thing that is the best is iridium rockets, because that boosts pressure, and pressure is the thing that we have the most of. Let's put our poster up somewhere here if we can. Are we able to put our poster up here? Yeah, okay, let's just put that up there facing him. Nice. We have a rocket engine on us, in fact. We already have some bacteria samples too. We need to eat. We don't need to eat our produce just yet, because we still have some of these. Let's grab some methane out. Oh, we need sulfur, that's right, before I can make tier 1 mutagen. We could deconstruct tier 2s in the meantime, because we can make them later easily enough, can't we? Oh yeah, common lava and honey. Okay, so that's... What even is that? That's so weird. And what do we even use that for? I can't even remember what I use that for. Oh, and then we can break the common larvae down into tier 2 fertilizer. Haha! I like it. It's cheesy, and I love it. So this is the sort of cheese I don't mind embracing, because this feels more inventive. Just going back to the previous planet to get stuff, that's not inventive. That's easy. Doing some 3D chess of deconstructing things. Oh, it didn't deconstruct the common larvae? Ah, come on. This used to work. Never mind. This used to work. You used to be able to deconstruct like bee larvae and stuff. I could deconstruct eggs earlier. Why is this different? Because I have a recipe to make common larvae, so therefore I should be able to deconstruct it. That's annoying. Okay, well I have the mutagen anyway, that's the main thing. Because I wanted the mutagen, and I've also got some more honey, so I can turn that into superfood later as well. So then I need 2 of those. I only have 1 tree bark, so I can only set up 1 rocket at the moment. Let's just put those away for now. And this will boost something. I forget which thing it boosts. This boosts oxygen. Good. Okay. And then we can get fertilizer and lerma seed using that. Okay. Off you go. Boost some oxygen. Because they're not commonly found on the ground, they're not something you actually have to make. Yeah, but you can make them, though. That's the thing, is you can make them, therefore I should be able to shred them. Simple as that.